This podcast is brought to you by the couchcommentators.shop. Help support the channel by purchasing your Couch Commentators merchandise using the link below.
Welcome back to the Couch Commentators podcast, the fastest growing podcast in the nation, and some may say the world. As always, James and Dan by my side. Well, actually, not as always, because you weren't here last week, mate.
Tim's back.
How was your week? How was the time off?
Yeah, look, not beating the misogynist allegations. Heard our sisters were coming in, got the fuck out of Dodge. I got as far away as I could in a day, which was driving. So I went out to Mudgee.
Ooh, nice, mate.
Yeah, just a bit of a country trip for work. Mudgee, Bathurst, real salt of the earth people. Got us at least a couple of new listeners at the podcast. Eating dinner at the pubs, I swear.
Just by wearing the merch, obviously.
Just wearing the merch.
Yeah.
I never leave the house without it.
Yeah. Number one merch in the...
where's my hat? It's in my car.
Number one merch in the world and the nation, I believe so.
Yeah.
How was your weekend as well? You get up to any...
Yeah. Got one good story. So, me and Philo went to play a bit of X-Golf on the Sunday, as most of our listeners would know, living in Sydney. A lot of rain around, so hard to get 18 holes in anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So we booked in, got cancelled on us in the morning. Apparently they had an issue with their sim and stuff. Then get another call saying, nah, it should be good, it should be fixed. So we get into there and it was not fixed. I hit a drive and I actually hit it well, so wasn't just like me somehow fucking this up. I've hit it well, but the sim said it went along the ground and then it shot up 120 meters.
Yeah, it was a big chip shot.
I hit a 7-iron, 140 meters in the air.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. That's
Yeah.
pretty good. I think, but nothing compares to what I heard Statsman Follow also did
yeah.
while there.
So there was one thing that not even the radars could save Philo. He's
Has he had another Philo moment at
he's had the
X-Golf?
best Philo moment at X-Golf I've seen. So this is what I think happened, because you're sort of half paying attention, but like it happened in a very short space. I think he's topped his drive and it's gone forward into a bit of concrete that sort of had a rounded edge, because then it shot straight up into the jip rock and through the roof. And there's like fucking broken jip rock down the
Oh yeah, the sim's broken. We gotta go. Well, we gotta go.
So we got out of Dodge.
Good work, Statsman Follow.
Good stuff. Good stuff,
Monday.
mate.
I just want to say, what is with our friends group and having shit sims at fucking X-Golf?
Yeah,
I
tough.
swear it always happens to us.
Not an ad for X-Golf, but
Yeah.
we can change our mind if you give us a good sim and a good pay. Dan, mate, how was your weekend?
Yeah, look, it was pretty uneventful. Had work on Saturday, totally didn't bludge and watch the football for 2 hours.
Nice. There was
And watch a great game of rugby league.
there
But
was one good game on Saturday. I couldn't remember the later.
we'll get into that later, though. But yeah, just had a relaxing weekend, playing some games as always,
Nice, mate. Nice.
And when got a haircut today.
Ooh, looking sharp, I must say,
yeah.
Dan. Looking
Beard
sharp.
trim, haircut,
Yeah. Wow, just for the podcast. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
just for the fans,
Yeah, yeah.
Ladies, I'm single.
Aren't we all, Dan? Aren't we all? Yeah, how was my weekend, gentlemen? Look,
Yeah, it still didn't
still
ask.
didn't ask. Not too bad as well. I had a couple beers, surprise. Other than that, though, I did trade legs, guys, and I hadn't traded legs, I would say, for going on a month. So I've been a cripple for the last 2 days.
Yeah, they're looking pretty small, so I can tell.
Thank you. No matter what I do, guys, it just doesn't work. So, but yeah, I tried getting out of bed this morning. I was like, I was this close to calling in sick. I'm like, is it a legitimate excuse? Can't get out of bed.
I mean, you can't get out of bed, so...
It was funny. Like, I was hopping off the forklift like during the day, and then one of the people were like, "Oh, what's wrong with you?" I'm like, "Mate, I've trained legs, and I legitimately can't walk. I look like a fucking crippled getting out, just like crawling around." But yeah, look, learn from that. Just don't go to the gym. Don't go to the gym.
Yeah. Just be in shape like me,
Yeah.
round.
Yeah, mate, you paid a lot of money for that. So
Exactly. I definitely did.
I've paid a lot of money, and you just can't fucking tell.
Or you
Okay.
can just be gifted with legs like mine,
Yeah. Thick. Talking about thick. we are thick in the mind. Accountability. See that segue? We are funny. None of us got a bet right this week. It was tough.
No, I was looking for 3 in a row. It keeps eluding me multiple times this year. I've went back to back.
Had a decent season so far, but yeah, the 3 in a row really
Can't get there.
really struggled. We were also aiming for back to back for the multi. Didn't get that. I got close. The only one getting up with Galant's son paying $8 for a place. If I had just fucking picked that as my Leachy's lock, it was paying $30 for a win. Got second by like not much, maybe like a head length.
Yeah.
Talking about simplifying bets.
Yeah.
So you should have you could have done that instead of your multi. Dan, you had a Dragons multi, right?
Yeah.
Like every day's decision for football season.
Yep.
How did you just back yours to win, or even if you just backed at the line and got the $1.90 odds, like compared to what we back half the time, it still would have been good.
Because I didn't expect to beat Melbourne.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could help.
No one expects to beat Melbourne.
I don't think he expected to win. It was funny. I had my punters club bet as well. Didn't get either of them up. Had Galant's son, got second place. That's fucked. But one of the people commented on my bet and said, "I'm surprised you didn't pick Bulldogs 13 plus." If I did, I would have probably won shit ton. So
Put all the fucking money on you for your bet on Bulldogs 13 plus, mate.
But look, we did gamble responsibly over the weekend, and hopefully you guys did too. So 1-800-858-858.
Bet with your head not over it.
We will we'll promise a win next week. The best part of the podcast brought to us by you. It's the listener questions, guys, and we got plenty. So buckle in, get ready, let's go. We got one from Aiden H. He asks, "Will Dan stop being a soft cock and register for Oztag?" Dan, take it away.
Look, with work not giving me many shifts lately, no, I won't stop being a soft cock and register for Oztag.
How's this? If you guys start buying more merch, Dan can afford to play Oztag. Okay. Next question we have from Nodnab. Nodnab's back. It's a long time listener, Nodnab. He asks, "Why is the Bulldogs the grubbiest team in the NRL era?" I'll take it away, mate. They are the hands down the grubbiest team I've ever seen. From 1 to 13 to 14 to 17, all grubs. The coach,
Even the coach.
the coach a grub.
Even Gus Gould.
Reid Marnie up there with the biggest grubs I've ever seen. They say like plays tough, plays with passion, mate. That is a grub act. If someone's laying on the ground, grub, absolute grub. But yeah, they're all grubs. It's the Tilly Tupanua, another fucking grub.
Yeah, that was the sort of surprise grub, even.
Yeah.
Surprise grub of the week.
Surprise grub of the week.
You pull on that blue and white jersey and you just you become a grub.
Pretty sure the fan base as well. Just everyone, just grubs
Like,
out there.
you look at them like they've had Mick Ennis, grub.
Yeah.
Josh Reynolds, grub. Reid Marnie,
James Graham.
grub. James Graham,
Fucking biting people's ears. Grub.
grub.
They're full of it. And like there was the best period of my life was 2014 to like last year when
now.
they just did it. They went
When they
the
didn't
comp.
do jack shit.
No one cared. Not even their fans were turning up. But
They used to be like the
yeah,
Tigers.
now they're back, and it's like, fuck, the grubs are back out. Great question, Nod-Nub. Don't look into that name. Next question is from Moazin, and he asks, "Thoughts on Reid Marnie escaping suspension following his 2 hits against the Sharks?" Dan, mate.
Yeah, it's a bit of a rough one. Obviously, I didn't see the hits live, but I seen the replays. And he didn't even get sin bin for him, eh? Look, that's a bit rough. Game's gone soft.
So no one's got anything out of this. James.
Yeah, look. It's sort of hard, like, the fact that he had 2 on report incidents in a game almost just says he should have a week off.
Yeah.
Just to cool his head.
Yeah.
But, like, it's hard when neither of the incidents themselves were necessarily bad enough to warrant it. But it's like, when you combine the both, it's like, have a week off, cool your head. You're obviously fucking too hot-headed.
Look, maybe it's a hot take, but I think the second one was worse, and he should have got a week suspension or a 10 in the bid. a bloke's laying on the ground. He's just dive on the ball. He's like, he has sheltered himself because like it usually happens. People will come slide in and dive at you.
But yeah, to still
But
get the
he
head.
went for his fucking head. This half of his body. He didn't aim for the ribs where most people just dive in.
Like there's a whole
That's
90% of his body, but he goes for the 10% that is the most
he
dangerous
was
part.
just expecting to rile people up, and like it happened. We've seen it dirty. We jumped in, got him, like picked him up, and like did the old push and shove. But
Allow people to hit people.
yeah, either allow people to hit people, send him for 10, or give him 1 week. Luai's getting 1 week minimum, which is fucked. But here we are. Reid Marnie, the biggest grub in the world, getting off. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
How much did he get fined? You know,
Probably like $2,000 or something.
Yeah,
like
like 1,500,
pretty sure
$2,000, I
Josh
reckon.
Popoletti's getting fined $3,000 for fucking touching a referee where he sort of playfully touched his gut.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. National Bulldogs League is a thing at the moment. And
NBL?
yeah, I won't stand for it. I won't stand for it. They're playing favourites, and I don't like it unless it's Cronulla. Next question from Matt. It's for James. Does the NRL Premiership start in round 5?
So no, it starts in round 1, which is obviously next week.
Ah, beautiful. Yeah.
But look, Parramatta, obviously a very hard start to the year. And I just want to call out the NRL on it's absolute horrible draw. Why does every team Parramatta play end up in the top 4?
Yeah.
Sure, now Tigers have dropped down to the 9th, but last week they were top 4. Bulldogs top 4. Storm top
There's
4.
hope. There's hope.
Manly, I'm pretty sure they jump back into the 4. Like it's
Probably.
just disgraceful that Parramatta has to play all these tough teams in a row.
It's ridiculous. You know, the NRL has an agenda. They
they do.
It's
Don't,
true.
don't worry, you might pull your finger out this week.
Doubt it.
You
Up against
reckon?
the former captain, gonna put a score on it.
He's gonna
yeah.
make you guys look like fools.
You thought he was passionate against fucking Melbourne?
he hasn't pulled out a Gufferino in a while.
He hasn't scored a try.
I know, but like, imagine
Imagine he
against
scores a
Parramatta
try
over like Iongi or something, just like
over Dylan
Just-
Brown.
I can just see him sending it up to the box.
Hey, you Royals.
Or if he scores and we're all in the same room, I'll hit you with it. I'm sorry, James.
like
But
Origin
Self,
all over again.
I'm busy.
yes, we are busy. We have a party on Saturday
Ah,
night.
shit. Can't attend.
That
Sorry.
was like this week. I was hanging out with Philo after our failed X golf game on Sunday. And, around 3:30, I went, "Oh, you know what? I might just go home so I can watch the game and cry in peace."
I don't want to deal with the pain. Okay, next question from Matt. He asks, please explain how the Sharks were dudded. I've never seen a team get looked after like the Bulldogs. Look, I've been waiting for this, guys.
Wait, did you put this question in as well,
Matt.
but said it as Matt?
No, Matt's come full circle. He's now on the side of the
I've
Sharks.
heard you got your fucking tree speedy dogs.
We have got a
Yeah,
tree, sweetie.
I
It has
reckon
been
it's a
signed.
bit of a glazing session, that fucking peace treaty.
I don't know. Is there like, can you find the peace treaty? I don't know. Is it true?
Matt said it multiple fucking times in the chat.
But look, how we were dudded. Those refs, mate. I'll tell you. No, look, I'm not going to take away from how good the Dogs did play well. They were so fucking grubby though. There should be so many more penalties. Their first try, I would say a forward pass. When the commentator says flat ball, usually they mean forward pass, but they can't say.
They're just trying to throw it under the bus, like we'll throw it under the
They
rug.
throw
Sorry.
a flat one to Preston, and then you have to fucking like reach and then grab it. Like it was bad, but sure, that try's good. We go into halftime. It was close, 8-6. I was okay with it, but we had Iro do his hemi and Talakai play 1 minute and get HIA'd. Rubs, firstly. But then, yeah, you have two subs. You also have Toby Rudolph, his first game back from injury. So he's gassed as fuck.
He also had to go for a HIA.
He had to go for a HIA. Adam Fanua Blake playing like fucking 70 plus minutes. Yeah, look, it was tough all around for the boys, but we looked gassed by the end of it. They scored a try down Atkinson's side. Crichton, one of the best centers in the game, versus Dan Atkinson.
Yeah.
Yes, I could see that happening. So I'm not going to take away from Bulldogs' performance, but that was my thoughts on. And again, I'm going to say something that happened last year about this time at our home ground. Sorry, Matt, don't listen. West Tigers beat us when we had 3 players injured as well. What happened to them? Last place. Bulldogs fucking watch it back.
But Tigers weren't 4-0 at the start of last year.
Look.
Are you saying the Bulldogs are going to go 0-20 now?
Yeah, I
The
can see it
rest of the
happening.
season?
I
Yep.
can see it happening.
I do want to thank Cronulla on
Yeah.
behalf of Parramatta because it makes us look not as bad.
Look, I want to thank a lot of teams that made it look a little bit better for all of our teams. You know, we all look shit.
Hey, look, we've all been beaten by the doggies this year already, so
Yeah. Rough.
New team.
New
Walla.
team. Next question from Matt. He asks, thoughts on CNK, Chance Nickel Clockstad, being a cat. There should be an 11-day stand-down period for head injuries that decide games. Look, gentlemen, I love this. This is mainly just an NRL. Should put it in NRL talk, but look, the injury. Yeah, he just laid down. It wasn't too tough. I don't think. But you would do that. I thought they were cracking down on milking though.
yeah, that's what I thought.
It seems like that was just a rumor because there has not been a single.
Yeah. I think I've
milking call.
heard, like, in all the games I've watched throughout the start of the year, I've heard one call for milking,
Yeah,
and that was it.
it's
Like,
pretty,
it wasn't even a penalty. It was just the ref saying milking.
pretty shit that it decided the game because they kicked the penalty goal and then
Yeah.
go
At
on
least
to
he
win.
was hit.
Yeah, he was. The shoulder did make contact. It was safe off, which made it pretty funny.
Safe off!
Like he couldn't have done much in the
Yeah.
situation, but
Again,
because and this don't mean to try and push it back against the Tigers because it happens a lot in the game, but this is just one I remember. Is Taruva stayed down in this game and they showed the replay and he got hit across the chest
yeah.
and he was
Yeah.
doing their old head one.
Oh, I'll jump on the Tigers here as well. They also had a lot of injuries through that game, and what happens is your team gasses out, and then they ended up going from winning to losing. So that's what I'll say for what happened to our teams was the gassing out. They also had injuries before the game. Did he
Yeah.
was it hamstring or something?
The way he and
Yeah, that
groin.
really
yeah.
hurts you before a game.
and
Bird
someone
had to
else
go
was
into the
out.
centers.
While we're just on this game, fuck that Halasima. Wow.
What a shot.
Yeah.
That was fucking good. Was he 19 years old?
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
beast. I reckon the coach ripped into him though after the game.
Oh, 100%.
Shushing the crowd
Yeah.
while he's running.
Did you see the footage of Webster and Stacey Jones blowing up at him as he's
Yeah.
scoring the game-tying try?
Because he didn't run in either. He just
Yeah.
scored out wide. So
Put
they
the
started to
fucking
kick
ball
it.
down, kid.
Get it close to the post.
Yeah.
Luckily,
Um,
Metcalf kicked it.
Yeah.
Beautiful question there, Matt. We'll go to the next one though. He's asked, "What's your favorite Subway roll? Subway roll, and or sandwich?" Dan, your
Well,
opinions on Subway?
I reckon me and Matt were connected in some way today. Because I literally had Subway for lunch today.
Oh, nice.
You know, went out and got my haircut, so I'm like, oh,
Well, did
Subway
you
for
have your
lunch.
favorite or did you switch it up?
No, I always have the same thing from Subway.
Okay.
I always get a chicken schnitzel
Mm,
on Italian herb and cheese
Okay, yeah.
with Old English,
I'm there. Yep.
toasted, of course,
Mm.
with carrot and lettuce and tomato sauce.
So like a palmy roll almost.
Yeah. Sometimes add bacon, sometimes.
Ooh, if he's filling up to
And
it.
tomato. But like you got the tomato sauce in there, so I was just like, why put the tomato in there?
Double down on tomato.
Yeah.
Jimothy.
Look, I used to eat a decent amount of Subway, but I don't think I've had Subway in a couple years.
Ooh,
Oof.
it's crazy.
So, saying what my favorite is would be a bit of a stretch to call it favorite when I don't have it.
Ham and cheese on white.
But
Toasted.
I used to either have meatball sub with cheese and pepperoni, so a bit of a spicy meatball,
A spicy meatball.
or a schnitzel with bacon, cheese, lettuce, carrot, and some aioli or something.
on the cards of the spicy meatball, but not so spicy. I literally just get meatball, Old English cheese, bacon. Sometimes tomato sauce as well on top of the marinara sauce. And that's the most unhealthy Subway sandwich you can get. So
I want to address something. Again, I haven't been there in a while, but the weird looks you could get when you're getting a meatball sub and you'd say no to the sauce. I'm like, it already has sauce on it.
Yeah. Double down on sauce. Well, I get the weird looks when they go to the salad. They go to the salad. I'm like, no. Salt and pepper? No.
Why not salt and pepper?
You have to get salt and pepper on fucking Subway. That's just ratchet.
I just go, just keep going, mate.
Just keep
Give me
trying
my
it.
cookies and fuck off.
You are a child.
Cookie. Matt, I'm interested in what your favourite is. Let us know down below. Okay. Next question from Kyle H. He asks, are you boys going to get a fourth member on the couch? We still technically have a fourth member. His name is Lucas. He hasn't been on in a while. He comes every now and then. So I don't think we're looking for a fourth member, though. I think I like having three. That way we can have a guest on here and there. And if Lucas wants to come back full time, he can come back full time. But
and then, like, if one of us miss a week, we did how we did last week. We can have two guests.
Yeah.
And have both of us on the edge.
We could still probably have two guests. Because you are a big man, we can probably just fit him on the lounge.
Yeah, we can just move me over there.
Yeah.
I am taking up half this lounge.
Yeah,
it is probably a 3-seater lounge. If
consider I'm sitting pretty open as it is, and I've still got all that space there.
Let me sit up properly.
Okay, so now we can fit another guest there. But look, I don't think
It
we're
is
looking
followed
in the corner. Don't think we're looking for a fourth one as of now. But who knows? Who knows what's on the cards?
Who knows what the future holds?
The couch commentators could be taken over soon. Did you watch the episode, James? What do you think of our sisters?
Yeah, so I watched it. Only had to skip a little bit of cringe-worthy moments where it was more just internal cringe.
Okay, yeah.
I kind of skipped all the embarrassing stories about us.
Yeah. I did love the hands off.
Hands up.
I thought that was classic.
I was cracking up, like general laughter, because I just never heard that story in my life.
Me either.
No.
Oh, no, I could not remember it. And then... Look, fucking numbers pumped. I didn't know if I was going to get a spot back this week.
It was like 100 views in one day.
Yeah, 100 views one day. Then the TikTok pumped as well, like 6K views on that. Look, women sells, I guess. So yes, we get a fourth member.
You're saying these legs aren't doing anything?
We get a fourth member. It's a female. We're just going to find one. Anyone want to wear a wig? Last but not least, we have a question from Aiden E. He asks, Dane Laurie is definitely not becoming immortal. Now, I don't know about the question.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
It's more of a statement, but I agree.
I'd say 90% of actually 100% of the Panthers team is not an immortal.
100% of the team that played on the weekend wasn't.
Look, I don't think he should have been in the fullback position. I think they went well with Tom Jenkins the week before.
I don't know
how Salangi's just getting shafted.
I don't know how fit Laurie was even.
Yeah.
Like, he's come every other time he's come in, he's been pretty good. And he missed the week before through injury, and then looked pretty average this week.
Poor Brad Schneider just fucking sits on the bench or sits in
the
for reserve grade. Yeah. Until injury comes up. But yeah, that's the list of questions. Hope you're happy with that one, Aiden. I don't think he's getting an immortal anytime soon. Now we go to the speak pipes. Second best part of the podcast, brought to us by you. My best Russian life.
Good evening, gentlemen. It's Deshawn here, although I've been using my birth name Abor for the entire time I've been acclimating to the Russian landscape. They've taken me in, and it's a nice, quiet life up here in the North Atlantic. They've given me the job of carving my way through the Northwest Passage. We want to open it up. Apparently, there's big trade to be had here. I'm glad that the war's over, and I'm dedicating myself to soaring this ice and getting us back on track. My question today is actually related to my full-time job now. Just out of curiosity, I know this is your guys's, your little side gig that you have fun with, and I'm sure that you all make plenty of money using your wise counsel in regards to the gambling
Yeah.
beds that you're going. to
Yep.
visit.
Never
But
got anyone in any
just out
trouble.
of curiosity, what would each of your guys' full-time jobs be? I'm very interested in putting a vocation to the faces. As always, gentlemen, it's such a pleasure, and you have a wonderful, wonderful time. Be well.
Look, a bit more calm than last week.
Yeah, it was usually very fast paced. He's
The Russian life has
Yeah.
mellowed him out, I'd reckon.
yeah, 100%. It's
Good to
sounds
hear he's
like
doing well.
sounds like he's living the dream over there.
Yeah.
What's our full time jobs? I work as a retails worker at a certain location named Bunnings. Work on the forklift, mate. Forklift driver. James.
Commercial lawns and gardens. Travel around doing stuff for air services and Trainlink and
Nice.
the likes.
Bit of gardening.
Yeah.
Dan.
What's this full time he speaks of?
Oh, true. You didn't ask casual, so.
I have a casual job at the moment, but am looking to find full time work.
If you got any jobs going to short, but maybe in the Russian army.
I kind of don't want to move to Russia. No,
Yeah.
You got the beard for maybe Ukrainian war side.
just shave the mo off.
Nice. Yeah, that was very tame, which is unheard of.
Yeah.
And so wise gambling wasn't up to scratch this week as well. So, okay.
We'll be better. We'll be better.
Next one from Rang.
Hey fellas, Rang here.
How's it going, mate?
Back
Just
in the
wanted
wind
to
tunnel.
respond to a bit of slander I copped from Aid and Earl on last week's potty. So these claims that Ken
Slander.
just put me in a headlock at the end of the night, bit more to the story than that. So we get out of the courtesy bus coming home. I'm walking to the front door. I get jumped on from behind, put in a headlock, dragged to the ground. And then I'm a victim of police brutality where one of Aiden's friends, who's a police officer, pins my legs to the ground as Aiden proceeds to crank my neck and try and choke me out until I tap out. Now, I reckon that I was milliseconds away from getting my legs up, flipping over and turning the tables and making him tap out, but because Aiden's a soft cock and isn't up for a fair fight, I guess we'll never know. Anyway, just wanted to make sure that everyone knew the true story.
Wow. Glad the truth has gotten out, guys.
Yeah, Justice for Rang, honestly.
Justice for Rang.
Yeah, mate. All red lives matter. Stop Rang of hate.
Yeah.
Yep. Jonah from Tonga started this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, we're going to end it right here.
If you need good lawyers, Rang, us three, we can be on your side.
I also heard Brighton's lawyers.
Brighton's lawyers is good. Oh, yeah, we'll jump on the bench for you guys.
Yeah.
And we'll fight for you. Police brutality, wow.
Wow. That's
Well,
just disgusting,
would've thought it.
honestly.
Look, I wouldn't put it past Aiden Earl, mate. He's a dog. Penford supporters, mate.
I would have thought he was a Bulldog supporter, the amount of grub in him.
Oh, grab.
Grab.
Okay. Next one is from We May Never Lose Again. I don't like where this is going.
At this point, I don't know if we're ever going to lose a game of football. The Bulldogs are that fucking good. Nico Hines, absolute bum. Braden Trindle, hope your fucking forehead's okay after Tanupa removed it from your shoulders. But nah, pretty pumped with how the Dogs are going. And I reckon the best bit is I don't think we've actually played too well, especially in terms of attack the last few weeks or this season. Defence has been pretty good the last sort of 2 weeks after being a bit shaky round 1 or 2, but really pumped to see how we go once we've got Bird and Kiraz back in the side. Sucks to be everyone on the couch except Dan this week. The Dragons get up against Storm. You could tell that the Storm just didn't give a fuck about this game at all. They thought they'd give Gutho a nice win. Nah. Sucks to be both of the Leeches sitting in the L column this week.
Stuff. It is tough.
Hell for Leach.
Look,
Hell for Leach.
Look, Bulldogs did well. Their defense, their kick chase was amazing. They just stuffed a lot of like we had a lot of opportunities for tries, and we just like either we fucked it or they just got in our faces, and it just didn't work.
Your standard, just out the back, especially in the wet weather, just won't work against them because their cover defense is too good. You got to be cutting back in on some lines and stuff, but
doesn't help when you don't have your attacking weapon, Kyle Leroy. But whatever,
Yeah.
whatever. Okay. Either way, look, it is tough on the couch this week, and
What? It's not tough on the couch.
this couch here.
Oh, that chair.
Yeah, this
You're a chair commentator, Brendan.
all around me.
Oh, you think it's tough, Brendan?
You don't know what pain is.
4 weeks.
It's gonna be 12.
It's
It's gonna be 27.
When's the buy?
Oh.
Okay, next one from Road Safety.
Fellas, I know that you're all pretty connected with some high levels of government, so I've
Yeah.
got a proposal that I'd like you to table to your contacts
Yeah,
in
yeah.
relation to improving road safety. Now, it would incorporate having sniper stations set up all along major roads, freeways, the M5, M7, etc.
I like
And
it.
once people decide that they're so important that either one, during traffic, they have to drive up the shoulder while everyone's sitting in traffic. Two, just cut people off for no reason. Three, where there's the M5 and M7 split, if they're in the M7 lane and they just stop traffic to turn right into the backed up M5,
Yeah.
the snipers just take a shot and execute them on site. I think that would really improve road safety. It would minimise the amount of fuckwits on the road. And while we're at it, let's throw in people who decide to merge at 80 k's an hour in a 110 zone. Fucking get rid of them. Anyway, if you boys could pass that on to your contacts, that would be really appreciated. Cheers.
Yeah. Well,
All right, so first they're going to need funding for like unlimited sniper rifle ammo because there's going to be a lot of fucking shots.
I think he might be on the road at the moment as he was doing this. Maybe the M7, M5 area. I can sense it.
About 9 hours ago this morning.
Look, I'm all for it.
Yep.
I said it last week. We know Anthony Albanese watches, so
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I've actually got a breakfast with him tomorrow at
okay.
cafe.
So yeah, bring it up
Yeah,
with
so
him.
bring it up, yeah.
And also look, I reckon we could go for the drivers, but I think we should also go for the cunts who sit in the cars and just have their fucking camera in the back of it. They got the couple signs, the fucking mobile speed camera dogs.
Yeah.
There was 2 of them today on the Relon Road as I was driving home from work, like one on one side and then like maybe another kilometer down, another on the other side. And I'm like, these fucking dogs, nothing better to do than fucking waste my time.
There's usually one like when we used to do podcasts at your house,
Yeah.
like on the like just after you get
Onto the Northern Road.
onto Northern Road,
Yeah.
he sits fucking right there,
Well, that's it, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
it
it's
was
like
Narella and Northern, and it's like,
right where it goes from
both the
60
same
to
road.
80 as well.
and it's just, it really doesn't do much unless you're like not paying attention. Everyone fucking slows down anyway.
Yeah.
Just when you get there, as soon as you get past, back to fucking 80. So, yeah, look, fuck those dogs. Get the snipers out. Okay, next one. Gerald wasn't here last week. Wonder what he's up to.
He's back.
Gerald.
Oh, hi, Dan.
Fuck off, Dan.
It's
Oh,
Gerald.
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 I was listening to last week's podcast, and I thought that this weekend when we meet up, maybe we could play Hands Up, Dan. Because whenever we're together, your hands are never up and they get in my way. So when we see each other, I'm going to keep saying, Hands Up, Dan.
For clarification, I'm not meeting up with Gerald this weekend.
What? I thought he was
I'll
having his
invite him
breakfast.
to the party.
Yeah, to the
Oh,
party,
shit.
yes. That's fucking
Where's my
hilarious.
phone? I need to say I'm not going to the party.
Heads up. That's gonna stick around for a while.
Fuck you, Alyssa.
That's on the all-time highlights reel.
Yeah. When we do our 200th episode, that's making the highlights. All right. The next one is from The NRL is Scripted.
Hey boys, I'm just jumping in
Mate.
on one of your segments. I'm sure you won't mind.
Go for
I
it.
want to bring up who let me down this weekend.
Okay.
Who let me down
go
this
for it, Matt.
weekend is the NRL having their favourites and looking after certain clubs. How the fuck does Reid Marnie not cop a suspension for shouldering someone in the head when he's laid on the floor? The NRL is becoming a fucking joke.
Yep. Agreed.
Yep.
Yeah.
We don't need to say anymore.
Yeah.
We covered it earlier.
Yeah, we did talk about it, but he is the biggest grab
Yep.
in the game, and I wish he gets injured.
Same.
So cop that. But Reed, if you want to jump on the podcast, feel free, and you can defend yourself.
And I can put my headgear on in the back and we can just bump heads for a while.
Okay, next one is from Ken Still Loves Lamb. Did you hear the Ken Lamb story, mate? It was
Mate,
good.
that was the second best part of the podcast other than Hands Up Dan.
87
And then
skewers.
me and the boys at Nos Tag on the Wednesday night and getting the details of
Yeah.
the Lamb story.
All right, he still loves Lamb. Let's see what he's got to say. Is it him?
G'day, lads. How
It
we
is.
going?
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
Speaking of the big dog again, Ken, emphasis on big.
Mm-hmm.
The bloke reckons that he wasn't the only one eating the lamb skewers. Mate, if anyone got a bite of it, he would have reached down their throat and grabbed it back out so he could eat it. I don't care what he says. He ate just about every fucking lamb skewer that was provided, and it was like 84 odd. I saw him eat personally. And there are many other eyewitnesses that can account to this. So whatever he says to you, it's a fucking lie, and he's trying to make himself not look as bad as he is. And in regards to me and Aiden's speak pipes last week, we actually didn't have any chat about that at all. We both just sent them in and happened to say the exact same thing about what happened. And in response to Dan saying, I wish there was a video of it, there actually is a video of me putting Aiden in a headlock. I just basically just bear hug him and just my weight pulls him to the ground. And then my mate Nick just came and just crash tackled his leg so he couldn't go anywhere. So, yeah,
Wow.
cop that rang, you dog.
Justice for Rang.
We now have evidence against.
Yep.
We have evidence of him saying he did it. We have video evidence. So, Rag, again, your
Also, it was
lawyers.
video evidence. There was the body cam footage of the
Oh,
cop.
yeah. The
Look,
police
I've
brutality.
also got an official statement from Ken.
Oh, yeah.
This was sent in last week after last week's
I'm
podcast.
eager to hear his statement.
So, Ken has said Ken deserves a voice to respond to the allegations on last week's podcast.
If only we had a speak pipe segment for that.
Yeah.
He cannot confirm or deny the number of lamb consumed was equal to or greater than 84. But
Yeah.
fuck me, it was some good lamb. It was possible that Rang also made a major dent into the number of skewers consumed.
Ooh.
As a father to be, I was taking the responsible approach, and as there was no invitation given to one Simon Havener, there was no Omo purchase for this occasion, resulting in the death of a small flock of lamb on skewers. Also, Rang would absolutely obliterate Aiden. Bloke can't even swing a mattock, so what makes you think he could take a swing at a man of such integrity and girth, such as Rang, thus leaving Rang's head uncaved and Aiden's vagina slightly wetter as the headlock event unfolded? Yours sincerely, the destroyer of lamb.
Sure, small baby flock of lamb. Tough.
He sent that in last week, and I pissed myself laughing at it.
Oh man, it's good to hear his side.
Yep.
Look, he defended himself. He can't confirm or deny about the 84 lamb. I can't believe Simon Hammond didn't get the call up.
Didn't get the call up for the Omo.
For the Omo. Wow. I guess he had to line his stomach with food instead of
Yeah,
Omo. Yeah, look.
there was no washing machines at the party.
And look, I want to see the video. I want to see the footage.
Yeah, I wanna see the
I
footage.
think that it'll make it full circle if we get to see the footage. Maybe next episode. Who knows? Next one we have from Soccer Review.
Us,
Back.
us.
Okay.
Time for the best time of the week.
Yeah, best part.
Soccer review. Look, not really watching a lot at the moment.
Never a week.
Not really interested in it at the moment, to be honest. Sydney FC lost 3-2 to Melbourne City, so good on you, dumb cunts. Probably should have said this last week, I think, but anyway, Newcastle United in England actually won their first trophy in probably like 60 years or so. So, you
Nice.
know, that's Saudi money really coming in clutch for them. And then on the brighter side of things, Swansea City, 2-2 draw. You might go, no, they didn't fucking win. What's the point? Well, we actually drew with second place. So I'm going to count that as a win.
Nice.
Even though it doesn't help us in the relegation battle a whole lot, I'm still counting it as a win. And also, I'm going to start introducing my personal team's results in the soccer review.
Ooh.
So on Sunday we had the game cancelled, so we didn't play. But, yeah, but this season will be interesting. For some reason, we're in Division 3.
Oh.
So it goes M League and then Division 2 and then Division 3. And we're somehow in that. I don't know how, but yeah, apparently a team we verse has an ex-Argentina under-15s international player on it. What the fuck?
Yeah, good luck, Aiden.
Yeah, looking forward to the weekly pounding.
Yeah.
5-0,
3-0, 4-0, 7-0.
Be like Swansea. I mean, you'd be happy with a draw. You'd be happy with a draw.
They'll be close to relegation.
Yeah. You know, I know some soccer news. Man City won today, I believe, in the FA Cup. So on to the next semi-final, I think.
Leicester's going to find himself relegated.
Yeah. You might be down with Swansea. Oh, no. Yeah. The Swansea's dropping now.
Yikes.
Okay, that was good. Soccer review. Love it, as always. Looking forward to your weekly games, though. Next one, we have lamb skewer eating contest. Okay.
Maybe some more context here.
Yeah.
Just back to the lamb skewer situation. I actually I want to propose something.
Okay.
I want to see an eating competition between Ken and Dan. I want to see them just on a lamb skewer.
Well.
Skewer off, you know, just skewer for skewer. After seeing what Kenny can do firsthand, I think it'd be tough to beat. But I think Dan has a technique where he can just deep throat them whole one at a time. So I'd be interested to see how that battle would go. I think it'd be good content, and we should live stream it.
I love this idea. I genuinely, yeah.
I don't deep throat skewers, but Aiden hasn't seen me eat, so like, I reckon I could pump
ask
some.
Gerald about the deep throat.
I reckon I can pump some fucking lamb skewers.
Yeah, I want to see this. I think that would be must-see television.
Must-see television.
You two you sit on the couch, both with like bibs on, and we're just fucking feeding
just set
you
up a
skewers. We're like, next plate of skewers, lads. Next plate of just fucking munch.
That could be some content.
I think it's a great idea. Get the boys around, watch some footy for the day, and have an eating competition.
Fucking oath. Let's do it.
Also,
Ken, hit us up if you can.
Old meme, but band for band, skewer for skewer.
I think we could also have like betting going on as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Overs, unders.
Overs, unders. How many skewers, you know, like, to the dot. Look, there's so many opportunities. I would back Dan. I back our boy.
Someone's
You'll be
gonna
doing it for the couch commentators.
Someone's gonna have to cook the skewers, buy the skewers.
Yeah. Look, there's a lot of logistics that go into it, but we could get it done. Next one from Deep in Thought. Yeah.
G'day, boys. Fucking.
Hey,
Just
Ken.
driving home from work. Listening to a bit of Creed, bit of Arms Wide Open song. Just reflecting on the journey to fatherhood. Just made me think about a few things. Across them thoughts, not all just about my future son, but it had me thinking Be thinking about that lamb again, boys. Now I know it's been a week on. I didn't have a speak pipe to address the allegations. And look, like I said in the statement, you know, 87 lamb skewers, can't confirm or deny. Just know there was some lamb. And look, I'm not proud to admit this as well, but you know, at one stage there was like this old lady. I don't know who the fuck she was, but she come round with a plate and tried to take some of the lamb that I'd procured. And, look, I don't want to admit to any like fucking crimes or anything, but she left. She ended up leaving the party in tears. And I'm not sorry for that. Keep your mittens off the lamb skewers.
That's not
I honestly
surely
thought-
that's not a true story.
I honestly thought he was going to say that the old lady left in a body bag from the party.
If-
Oh, I thought he was going to say what he used to do to other people's nans, but
well, he can't confirm or deny why she left the party. There was lamb skewers. There was a lady crying. That's crazy. That's crazy. I want to have a taste of these lamb skewers now. They must have
Yeah.
been some fucking good lamb
There
skewers.
must have been
There's
some
not
banging land skewers.
there was none left at the party.
Yeah. Only one person got those skewers. Okay, next one. Bit of a holiday.
Fuck it up.
So yeah, probably gonna have to try and lay the lamb allegations to rest. Look, I'm sure more of my actions are gonna come up, and you know, like Rain did try to sneak a few. I did find a method in order to get the lamb back. But yeah, look, it was just some good lamb. Like, I'm sure you've had a good lamb skewer in your time. Like, it happens. These things happen. But anyway, I do want to give a quick shout out to James, the CTP Insurance, Leachy, and Statsman Farlow. You guys,
CTP
thanks for filling
Insurance.
in for our OzTag team, for our men's team.
You're welcome.
Really do appreciate that. Aiden and I now have a couple of weeks off mixed, as we got a 2-week suspension each. So just want to use this platform. Ryan Sumac or Ryan Schmuck, I don't know. It's that little ranger ref, that little fucking fan of pants, little fucking gay cunt.
Todd
I
Smith.
just want to use this platform to
Todd
just
Smith.
further abuse you, as I did on the field. I have no remorse. Yeah, I don't apologize for anything.
Yeah, that ref is off himself, I will say it.
Obviously, fair to the podcast.
Big fan of the podcast. Look, shout out Farlow and James for filling in. Just those two. No one else. Not me. I wasn't there. It was fun actually filling in for him. He just doesn't stop. But instead this time, because he had already been suspended, but he was allowed to play this game, and this time it was just against the referee was the head of the person who runs the All-Stag, and he was just ripping into him the whole time, but it was making him laugh, and it was good stuff. It was good. Next one, even more thoughts.
Yeah, like I said, I don't apologize for my actions. Probably not what you would expect out of a captain, but he's just a fucking gay cunt. Like, if you fucking hire a carpenter, you expect the house to be built correctly, yeah? Like, or if you hire James to mow the lawn, you expect it to still look green, When I pay my registration to come play tag and you give me a ref, I expect him to know the fucking rules. So, not making it up for his personal vendettas along the way, but you know what? That's okay, because unlike him, I've actually touched a vagina, at least once in my life, because, I am about to be a father. So that's guaranteed that, I've fucked once. And that's one more time
You
than
hadn't mentioned that.
that little fucking ranger cunt will ever fuck. And I stand by my comments of he's a gay cunt. I further stand by the comment that I said to him when I said, "I will shove that whistle up your ass, cunt." Yeah, fucking, I stand by it. Fucking, he's a little gay cunt. So I'll come back to mixed with one game left of the season, and I'm having 2 years off, boys. So
Wow,
I'm gonna
nice.
see how many weeks suspension I can accumulate in one game of OzTag.
Oh, God,
Sounds
that-
like you really ripped into him. I really hope he is your ref when you come back
Yeah.
as well.
Also, we don't ref bash you. But
Yeah, we don't ref bash
Yeah,
on
we
this
don't ref bash.
podcast.
We also
But-
don't rang a bash.
Yeah,
yeah.
only one ragger gets to survive the ragging magic.
Yeah.
Todd Smith can have it. This schmuck can have it as well.
Rang, you get away from it, yeah.
You survive rang. Okay, last fort.
And it's not the last one.
But yeah, sorry to carry on. No more chat about that little virgin. Yeah, just another quick shout out, James, mate. How good it is to have like the CTP insurance out there. Like, he's just there and he's just doing shit. Like, if he could come back and play for Inter Yanan every week, I would be stoked. Farlow,
Yeah.
how that bloke can still run that quick when, again, I've like browsed over his recent KFC orders. How he still can put in a performance like that, like, fuck me. That's, yeah.
Mm.
Mate, I needed some KFC just to bloody watch him run. But, yeah, and look, Leachy, you went
Oh, cheers, mate. Thanks.
You're all right. I mean, you're not James,
Yeah,
but
that's true.
you know, you're all right.
You're all
You
right.
play your role. That's nice. There was a bit of banter out there. I enjoyed it. It was good. But yeah. So I'll have a couple of weeks off mixed. I think we only got about 4 games left of men's. I'm sure we'll be in that position again where we start with 5. And to our credit, we were winning 1-0 until you blokes came over. Then we started losing. But hey, look, this isn't an attack on the couch commentators
Sure.
and Statman Philo, but it is an attack on Dan. You're a dog. You're not there. We could have formed the Girth brothers, but you've left me again. So I'm not.
Look, it's
I'm just copping it left, right, and centre.
I came off a pretty bad game for the Mighty Ducks and went into that game no expectations and had a bit of a fun time. Like I terrorized one side of the field just running an XY. I set up 1 try, scored 2, and then set up another try because they all shifted that way because I'd kept scoring and running down the exact same side of the field.
And yeah, well, my favourite parts were just would someone make a break and Ken just yelling out, "Get your cock out! Get your cock out!"
I can imagine Ken doing that, yep.
The last play of the game, where I inside ball to one of my team, runs straight through, goes near the try line. Ken's yelling, "Get your cock out! Get your cock out!" He drops it over the line. He was away, and then I say to him, "It's hard to like put the ball down when you're thinking one hand cock, one hand ball." What do I do? But yeah, it was a fun game, and the next one, a formal invitation. I wonder what this one's about.
I feel like we've been watching Speak Pipes for half
Yeah,
an hour.
fuck, my bad. Last one, I should have tried to cram this into the other ones. Last one, this is actually a serious thing. Round 1 for the over 35s kicks off this Friday up at Waminda. Great, 2-minute walk from the house. That's all good. But Thursday, I want to put the boys through an opposed session just to help them work on their defense a little bit. So I'm just extending an invitation to the couch commentators. If you're free, I'm making a few calls to pretty much anybody and everybody to come down and just have a scrimmage game of league tag against the lads. So it's 11 on 11, full field, full rugby league rules minus the scrums. And I don't know, I suppose with the defense, you just can't really wrap your arms. You can still fucking shot them. Or I don't know, depends on what ref rocks up. And the beauty of Thursday is there's no ref. So if you feel like legsing fucking, Freddie, just do it. If you feel like, buddy, dog shotting fucking, I don't know, Simo, please don't do that. Kind of need him. But yeah, just a formal invitation if you blokes are free on Thursday to just come have a run and help the boys. But he won't be long. Be hopefully 40 minutes in and out. Fucking yee-hoo. If not, hope to fucking see yous up there on Friday to cheer him on.
I'd definitely be keen for Thursday night
I would
and
love
Friday night.
to, but for me, Thursday I work the
Yeah.
night shift. But
Yeah, I might be there Thursday. I might be busy Friday, but should be free Thursday.
sure, I just call in sick. Bosses, watch away. No, I would love to though. I would love to. Grass cut Freddy. I think that would be a great opportunity. Next one. It's from Free Chef Emojis.
Let him cook. Let him cook. Windmill Lee gets his first ever PGA Tour victory. Held off Scotty Scheffler, who shot 7 under today to win by 1 shot. Awesome for the Aussie. There's been a lot of talk about him over the last sort of 12 to 18 months. He's a player with a whole heap of talent, has a really good social media presence, really good at marketing himself, but a lot of people in America are trying to say he doesn't have what it takes to win tournaments. Only a few weeks ago, he was leading on the 3rd day and absolutely bottled the 4th day. So good to see him get his first win and good to see where his career goes from here. Hopefully it pushes him up and he can start pushing for some majors. Let him cook.
Let him cook.
Let
Houston
him cook.
Cup, was it?
Yeah. Look, great win for
Australia.
Great win for Australia. Look, and like obviously winning in any PGA tournament is very difficult, but this one, like, there's some that are less difficult, and there might not be too many of the top players playing in it. But this one is going head to head with Scotty Scheffler, gets the win. Can't ask for more.
Beautiful.
He cooked. Let
He
him
definitely
cook.
cooked.
It's good to see Australians on top.
Did you guys see, like, so he had a bit of a joke before he tapped in his putt because he hit this great lag putt to get it within like a couple of centimeters or whatever, and he did the stand over it, like, because they all do this. I forget the exact name of it, but it's an aiming mechanism where you stand over your line, like up and down the lines to feel the hills. So he did that for his little tap in, and then they showed some footage of Scotty Scheffler saying that because he was sitting in the clubhouse and he's cracked.
Yeah, because Scotty had already finished, hadn't he? Yeah.
Oh, mate. As Reg said, great social media presence.
Yeah.
And good for Australian golf, and hopefully, on to bigger things. Next one for the Lamb Skewers. We're back at it.
This is the last one, at least right now. So,
hey fellas, rang here for one last one for the week. Just wanted to call back in. There's been a disturbing development about the Lamb Skewers and Ken from the engagement party. So it's been well documented that man ate an obscene amount of lamb skewers. But what I've only just come to learn over the weekend was that Aiden's mum actually left the engagement party early because she had a plate of lamb skewers in front of her that she was quite enjoying, as everyone was, because they were so delicious. And Ken has walked up and taken the entire plate. To which she has said, "Oh, sorry, Ken, I was still eating some of these." What we've found out is that he's responded, "I don't give a fuck, these are mine." I'd like you boys to weigh in. Is that acceptable? Like, does it matter how good the lamb skewers were, or is that just not play on? Doesn't matter how juicy and nice they were with that tzatziki sauce on the side. In my opinion, you shouldn't be doing that, to the point that the man of the hour's mum has left the party early in disgust.
That's fucked.
So we've heard two sides of the story because Ken earlier saying that he was sitting on the table, she came up to him.
Yeah.
But now we're hearing he's gone to her table, her plate, yoked it off.
in a lamb skewer rage and haze. He just hasn't even noticed what he's doing.
Oh, mate. Ken, this is just...
He did say it was just a random lady as well. Now we're finding out it's his mum.
It's the fucking Aiden's mum whose engagement party it was. Like, fuck.
Wow. These developments are crazy. And it's crazy that this is live news as well. How they found out it was his mum.
Mate,
wow.
do you reckon Ken's going to get lamb skewered over this.
I can't see, like, you can't put the lamb skewers in between him or anything. Like, he'll get there. Those lamb skewers.
Yeah, we were backing you, Dan, in the battle.
Yeah.
I don't know if we
Yeah,
do anymore.
I'm a bit worried now, honestly.
I don't know if you can win. That's all for the Speak Pipes, guys.
There was a lot of them. Holy
Give it a
fuck.
fresh just in case.
Thank you so much for sending them all in.
I don't know if I want to have any more.
All right, sweet. We're done. We're done.
Fuck.
We're done with the Speak Pipes. Good stuff as always, though. We enjoy them. Send them through. Beautiful stuff. Okay. Over to Dan.
All right, so lads, I did mention earlier that I did get a haircut,
Ooh.
and I will reveal that I am growing a mullet.
A mullet. Show it off. Like,
Doesn't shake very much right now, but
yeah.
maybe in a couple of weeks it will. So the reason I am growing a mullet is this April I'll be raising money for the Black Dog Institute. We're participating for mullets for mental health. And as someone who has battled with mental health in the past, I thought it's a good cause to get behind. You know, every day 9 people in Australia commit suicide, and 3 out of those 4 people are men. So I thought it'd be a good thing to get behind and, you know, help me support money and, or help me raise money, sorry. And yeah.
Yeah, great cause, mate, and hats off to you. I don't have a hat on, but oh, thanks. Oh, well, look at this hat. This is fucking good.
It's a great hat.
This is, hats off, mate. But look, great stuff. And as you said, 3 out of 4 men. That's alarming rates for males. And yeah, great cause. So if you can support Dan, the link will be below. And yeah,
We'll also chuck it on the Instagram and
I can't wait
all
for
the
Dan's
socials.
sexy mullet, mate. It's gonna be.
Mate,
It's
give
gonna
me
be
a
hot.
month, I'll fucking have it.
Now,
I'll have it grown fucking
2 out of 3
sexily.
members on the podcast.
I was
With
going to
mullets.
ask, does my haircut still count as a mullet? Because it's more of a like temper, but it is
Yeah.
still shaggy at the back.
Do I now need to get a mullet, guys?
When I walked into the barbers, I'm like, look, I want to have a mullet. I'm doing it for a good cause. Do whatever you think looks good. And I'm like, he's like, what do you want to do with the top? I'm like, I don't know, just do whatever.
Yeah.
So he just like left it and just fucking
Yeah.
like did it. I reckon he did a good fucking job.
Yeah, he
it
did,
looks
yeah.
good.
Looks sexy, mate. Looks hot.
Yeah, and then the
Hot
beard
to
as
try.
well. Oh,
Oh yeah.
ladies,
Oh,
I'm single.
yeah. Okay, good stuff. We'll keep up with the weekly mullet updates and see how long it's grown over the month. Yeah, I feel like we already had a big NRL talk, but we'll talk a little bit about the round that was. Who impressed us, gentlemen, over the weekend? James, who impressed you, mate?
I might go with the Gold Coast Titans.
Yeah.
Look, it was against the Roosters. Have the Roosters won their grand final? Probably.
They did play the grand final, yeah.
But the Titans, after round 1, I did say, look, same thing happened to the Tigers, who were at the start of last year at least all right.
Yeah.
Like, missing round 1 does hurt the team in round 2, it appears so far. But you can sort of see the glimpse of what this Tigers team could be. Obviously, no Keeney for the foreseeable future with that neck, but
Yeah.
they could still be very dangerous.
That's fair, mate. That is fair. Dan, who let you down? Or who impressed you? Sorry.
Speaking of winning their grand finals, the Dragons pretty much won our grand final on the weekend, beating Melbourne Storm 14-8. Holy fuck, what a game.
In the weather.
In the wet weather.
At home.
Fucking, our defense was fucking insane.
Yeah, that defense in the first half.
And then
Crazy.
fucking Jaden Sewer's like kick chase to fucking get, was it Coates in goals? Yeah. I think so. There was someone in goals, but yeah. He managed to drag him back like at least 5-6 meters. It's just the effort from the boys. It was,
Yeah,
I was literally sitting there at work in the car shaking because it was just that fucking crazy. Like
you weathered the storm.
yeah.
We had fun. And yeah, you held them out
Oh,
defensively for that first half, and then like momentum swung, and then
Yeah.
when Guffo sniffs a bit of momentum,
mate.
that man feeds.
Yeah, he feeds off the momentum and energy of the crowd, and then he he then feeds his teammates.
Yeah.
He's got a soup kitchen open.
He's got some lamb
Everyone's coming-
skewers out for
Yeah.
everyone. Like, here you go, mate. Here you go.
I just want to say that Melbourne hasn't beaten the Dragons in 9 months. So
True.
take that as you will.
Look, and like he hadn't won at home all year. There was a lot
Yeah,
of stats as well. Like there was a lot of stats this round that was broken.
There was a record that Melbourne have gone 3-0 like for the last 8 years, and they could have done it this year because they've had the bye. Obviously, they could have done it last weekend, but we nuffed that out. We broke a record. As well as we did last year when we beat them down in Melbourne. They copped that storm.
Nice. Speaking of records, I'll say the Rabbitohs impressed me. Penrith for the first time since 2019 has lost 3 in a row.
Yep,
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
It's unheard of. Lately, they've just been in peak form. Rabbits having some great defense and great first half, similar to you guys. 28-0 the first half. Second half, look, Penrith are always going to come back, but Rabbitohs kind of eased off. Still were able to hold them out and stop them from like clawing their way back. But it was great to see they bounced back from getting pumped by the Sharks and went on to big things. And it's always good seeing Penrith lose. Definitely, like over the last 4 years, they've won too much. They've had their winning. Now they can lose. So
I'll probably win this week with Cleary back.
Yeah.
If he stays on the field.
Captain Cleary, guys, he's back. Okay, who let us down? Dan, mate, who let you down?
Oh, fuck. I'm gonna go with your blokes. You probably wanted to. Actually, no, I won't go with your blokes. Fuck. I don't know, actually. Yeah,
I'm not going the Sharks, so you can.
Okay. You'll probably
they
ref
never let me down.
You'll probably ref Bash. Yeah, let's go with Sharks. Like, you've been like pretty good last 3 weeks, except for the first week, obviously. You were still pretty decent, but you should have beat the doggies. Well, not should have, but like you had all chances in the world. You just couldn't get it done.
That's rough. That's rough. James.
Look, this one's a bit of a hard one for me to spit out because I like the result of the game of Rabbitohs winning, but and we don't ref bash or video ref bash, but how on earth that Moses Leota try was disallowed, I will never know. He slams it down like it was fucking obvious. Anyone with eyes knew that he scored that try, and if he scores that, I reckon Penrith win that game. Like everything was going their way, like as far as momentum goes, because obviously the core doesn't.
It was like the Eli Katoa try on Saturday in the Dragons game.
Yeah.
Like everyone said it was a try, but I'm like, nah, that he loses control, bruh.
I didn't think it was.
Oh, I thought that one wasn't a try, but the Leota one, he slams it down,
and like
pushes out. Like it was,
it was obvious like control with the ball.
Yeah.
Should have been a try. Look, Penrith over their 4 years have got so many calls and probably won games by similar calls as well.
Yeah,
so
and
I
that's
don't
why
give a
it's hard for me for that to be the what let me down. But when I'm watching it live and everything, you just couldn't believe that. It happened to Penrith.
Yeah, that's it. Like the tables are turning. If the refs are against them, then that's how they won 4 years, mate. That's how they won. For me, who let me down? I'm going to go all the favourites this week, mate. It's
Parramatta.
Para, one of them, obviously, favourite. There was 5 out of 8 games the favourites lost. And my tips showed that.
So I forgot to put my tips in and got the underdogs.
Yeah.
And I was chewing up Barlow on the Sunday. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm like 4 from 6. And he's like, what? I'm like, yeah, just know my rugby league football.
Fuck your chest out. I just know my rugby league, bro.
You lucky man. Was it 5 or 6 out of 8? It was alarming. It was bloody tough.
5 with the Warriors. Yep.
Yeah. Well, Warriors are actually underdogs, I think, by like 10 cents.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They were they were the 5th underdog.
Yeah. It's bloody. It was tough. I won't blame Sharks. So they had their.
I like being on the good side of it.
Yeah.
I just counted 6. Sorry.
Yeah, that's why.
Unless were Titans favourite or
no.
Roosters were definitely
favourites as well. Yeah, so it was a tough week for tough week for the favourites. The underdogs got up, so it just proves like Bulldogs aren't going to go on to big things because they're the underdogs. Yeah. Okay. Now we'll just go to the next week's draw and see what we got going for our teams. Sharks have Raiders, so that's on the Thursday. So rough for me working up in Canberra as well, down in Canberra. So that'll be good. Then Saturday Arvo, 3 o'clock, prime time footy.
If we didn't have a party on, I was going to say let's go, but
Eels versus the Dragons.
Oh, what a shame! I have to miss it, and I'll be too busy enjoying myself, socializing with people to even watch the game or keep an eye on it.
That'll be tough for you, mate. I know how much you want to watch it.
I mean, the party's not till like 6:30.
Yeah, but you just got to be getting ready and
free drinks. And,
no.
There's a couple other games like Manly Melbourne. I think is going to be a massive one.
Is that at Brookie as well?
Fuck yeah, they have so many games at Brookie. It's fucked.
Yeah.
And then the Sydney Derby with Rabbitohs Roosters, I think that'll be a cracker as well. So look forward to this week's footy. Now, a couple of talking points from the NRL at the moment. We had the Knights today released Will Price on compassionate grounds to go back to England. I feel sad for the fella. Like, he never really got a full crack.
Yeah.
He had a couple games. He didn't do too bad. Didn't set the world on fire.
It was more that you heard that he had bad defense rather than see it.
Yeah. But obviously, if you're not going to
he had those couple games at the end of last year. Didn't really do much, but he was there.
If you're not going to get a run, then go back home and back in the Super League, you'll fucking score tries, win minor steals, dominate.
Yeah.
I'm sure Parra could use another fucking half.
Yeah, we are looking for a 5'8".
Come over. Okay. Another thing I just wanted to bring up is Jai Gray, currently top of the Dally M's, guys. So good work, Jai. Off to reserve grade this week. Trelmin's back, brother. So Wayne Bennett in the press conference pretty much said like he's going to be dropped from fullback. He might stay in the team.
I'd put him at 14.
We'll find out. Like, obviously, these guys already know. Team lists have already come out by the time the podcast is out. But for us, it's kind of like, wow, if he gets dropped from the team, that is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Imagine being the top of the Dally M's and getting dropped. You'd be fuming. Yeah, that's rough. I don't think I've ever seen that happen in the history. Okay. Next one, I think we did bring it up already. Luai suspended for one match with an early guilty plea. So.
What did he even do? I watched a fair bit of this game. I didn't
believe he just hit someone high. So
the Tigers to lose this week.
Yeah. No, I mean, no, Tigers do well, Matt. That's all for the NRL, though, gentlemen. Beautiful stuff. Eye catchers, though, gentlemen. Let's get into that. What's your eye catcher, Dan?
Well, I have something written there, but I'll do another one because I'll let James take that one.
You can go that. I've got another one already.
All right, no worries then. So Josh Giddey, the Australian great. It's a halfway court buzzer beater to win the game on the over the weekend. I can't remember what game it was, but
it was Chicago Bulls versus LeBron James.
Mate, it was
a beautiful fucking.
The commentary is what makes this the greatest thing of all.
It is so funny, James.
G'day, mate.
G'day, mate. Bloody.
Mate.
Was it Steve Irwin, Crocodile? No, Crocodile Dundee.
Crocodile Dundee.
What's his name? Something Hogan. Bill Hogan.
Hogan.
Fucking, I'm.
At one stage, he says just like Kathleen. Oh Lord.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, it's the greatest. Like they do it better than Australia. The commentators. You don't get that from Fossey.
Yeah.
But us on this couch, we do it better than them.
Oh yeah, we are couch commentators. But yeah, it was a thing of beauty. His game in general as well. Triple dub. I think
got the steal. A play before to give him a chance at it.
Eight fucking steals as well. I think throughout the game. He'll be called the Great Barrier Thief soon as well. But it's good to see Giddy, like, because he got drafted to Bulls, like, not wanted anymore. And
did Still finding success.
Yeah, still finding
He
success.
is having to watch his team be the favourites to win the whole.
Yeah.
Like his former team will be the favourites to win everything. but-
He's still young as well, so he's got
Yeah.
a lot ahead of him. Obviously, had that one scandal, but
But he's come out on the better side of it, obviously.
on the better side, beating LeBron James, and you just see him in the background of the photo of him like shooting the buzzer
Yeah.
beaters.
Yeah.
It's pretty hot. It's pretty hot.
Glorious.
Okay, James, your eye catcher.
Look, sure, LeBron lost that game, but he's my goat. My eye catcher is over the last week and a half. There's been a new genre of music that has unearthed itself. It just goes by the title of LeBron. So if you're on TikTok and doom scroll as much as my screen time showed a fortnight ago, you would have seen that this new brand of music has taken the airwaves by storm, and it's all covers based on LeBron James. I'm talking about the man on the Lakers, LeBron James.
I don't doom scroll or TikTok enough to know about this,
Oh,
but
mate.
it sounds great.
It's great, and like there's like Fallout Boy
Yeah.
songs.
I think what we need is a combining of two worlds: Big Daddy Mark plus a LeBron
That's
James.
where I was going. That's where I was going. It's the worlds that have to meet.
Look, we are high up in the world of TikTok, so we probably could speak to Big Daddy, get him on board with it. Maybe the couch commentators jump on the song as well. So.
Brendan, I just sent you a couple
Okay,
Yeah.
sweet.
LeBron songs.
Speaking of sending, you know how Aiden was trying to fuck your algorithm? He's been doing it to me lately. And I've had like some real cooked videos being
Yeah,
sent to me.
he's given up on me because I stopped
Yeah.
responding to him.
But I find it funny, so it's good stuff. It is good
So
stuff.
he's not fucking up your algorithm. He's making
Yeah.
it better.
Yeah, he's making it better. I don't really like doom scroll too much, so yeah. But when I do get to doom scroll now, it's gold. My eye catcher, gentlemen, it's in the world of athletics, and
Again.
Gout. He loses. The young sprinting phenom has lost to Lachlan Kennedy in the 200-meter running race.
Oh, that's what they call it.
Yeah, that's what they call it. Lachlan Kennedy, look, I think he got a 10.3 or something like that, or 0.03.
Fuck, that's
Jeez, that's
quick for an
Yeah.
Australian.
Pretty quick. And like Gout only losing by a little bit. But look, it's promising signs for
yeah,
Australia.
definitely.
No, he got 10.03. That was in the 100 because he won the 100 and the 200. This guy.
Jeez.
So he's a sprinting phenom as well. Australia's got two sprinters.
Mate, they could only push him to be better.
Yeah, I mean, Gout's still like, 16, 17 years old. This was his first time in a seniors race. So
Yeah.
Lachlan Kennedy, I think, 22 years old or something like
Yeah,
that.
so he's a bit more developed.
Bit more developed. So Gout's still a big future ahead of the man. But shout out Lachlan Kennedy because he's a fucking thoroughbred as well.
Yeah, mate. You want to be on the podcast?
yeah.
Let us know.
Jump on. Good stuff though. That's the eye catchers. Eddie cricket chat, James.
Yeah, a bit of cricket chat.
Yeah.
So I missed a couple of Rings questions last week about Adelaide Oval and
The,
Sheffield
grass,
Shield
that was
fixtures.
fucked, eh?
So they played the game. I forget the actual name of the stadium. Oh, not stadium. It's more of a park ground that they ended up playing at. It was notoriously known as a flat track, but it was anything but that on day one, with 16 wickets falling on the first day,
Oh,
including ducks from like Labuschagne, next to no runs by Kawaja. Like all the guns that people turned up to see were not performing. Ended up being an interesting game. Saffers scored some runs. When Queensland came back in, they managed to get a lead. There was a bit of drama here and there, but South Australia get the W. First time in how many years did you say, Dan? It was
I think
something quite.
yeah, it was. I can't remember the exact number, but it was a long time,
Yeah.
as Jared Hayne would say. It's
So-
been a long
Long
time.
time.
Congratulations to them. They've been one of the top teams for the last couple of years.
Yeah.
They've been scoring runs for fun at Adelaide, like at the at Adelaide Oval and this ground that they played at this time.
Yeah.
So Yeah, good on them.
Hats off.
Other than that, the IPL has been going on. I could try to catch his up to date on everything, but I don't think I will because I haven't paid that much attention. Our Aussies are going good and bad. Travis Head looked really good in the
Nice.
first game, and then Stark cleaned him up in his second game. So Aussie's still going good, but
Aussie's on top.
yeah, Aussie's on top. Aussie mentality. Yeah, I'll keep a short eye on that, but I really just listened to the grade cricketer chat about it for a little bit.
Beautiful. A little bit of horse racing as well to jump into. The Australian Cup was on the weekend, and Light Infantryman wins that. And Pride of Jenny still running as we speak. Oh, it crosses the law. Yeah, shout out Light Infantryman. Look, big things for that horse. Yeah, that's horse racing though, gentlemen. I'm sure we're actually off to the races soon, me and James.
Yeah, a
so,
couple of weeks.
look forward to that.
12th, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be live at the races, and we'll have a couple of tips for you guys. Anything else to add?
No.
No. Another great week, another great podcast, and as always, like, comment, subscribe, follow the social medias, and we will see you guys next week. Buy the merch.